Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, JSE-listed AECI sees volumes grow by 15%. Minera IRL would consider a merger of equals, and Merafe Xstrata will build a R1 billion chrome fines plant in Rustenburg. JSE-listed Chemicals and Explosives Group AECI saw volumes grow by 15%, mainly owing to its explosives business, AEL, which expanded its position in the African market and also cast its net into the South American and Indonesian markets.
South America is a focus of our explosives division. It's looking particularly at working with some very high quality explosive companies in South America and forming a joint venture. AEL has got some particular technology that the South American countries don't have, and it's about leveraging that into South America. So that's a very exciting project. Within Africa, we tend to grow in the areas where the mining is strong. So we've got a very strong presence in West Africa, which we continue to grow, in East Africa, and then of course the big growth point for us now is Central Africa, which is Zambia and the DRC in the copper belt there. And that's where we see the growth coming from in the future.
Latin American precious metals mining, development and exploration company Minera IRL could see a benefit emerging with a gold company of a similar size.
And I think fundamentally the industry will benefit from further mergers to create more efficient, larger operations. It's certainly been the trend in recent years. And I think we and other companies should be looking at synergistic corporate transactions that where one and one might make 3 or 5 or something like that for the shareholders. So, I'm very open-minded about also building the company by sensible corporate transactions as well. We've had discussions with a number of other companies, and as I say, last year we actually acquired a smaller company. We're bedding that down this year. We're really not out there shaking the tree at the moment, but in the not too distant future, I think we'll start casting around again and seeing maybe somebody similar to our size, or maybe with complementary assets, preferably Latin America focused, because I think we've got a good start on a Latin American company, and there are other smaller to medium-sized companies that also have assets in Latin America, and that makes most sense.
The Merafe Xstrata Chrome Venture has approved the construction of a new R1 billion, 600,000 tons a year chrome fines pelletizing and sintering plant at its Rustenburg operation.
Project Pelli. This is a new 600,000 ton pelletizing and sintering plant, and that is going to be constructed at our Rustenburg operation.
We have 5 smelting locations, of which 4 had agglomeration capacity. Rustenburg didn't, and what that meant is when you mine from underground, the ore that comes out, lumpy you can use in the furnaces, the fines you can't. So what we're doing is we're utilizing fines that normally we wouldn't be able to use. We're agglomerating into pellets. It then goes through a sintering process, and that we're now completely self-sufficient across all 5 smelting technologies. As a group, Merafe Xstrata, we're spending close on R1 billion on this project. It will create around about 600 jobs, peak construction, and then over 100 jobs on a permanent basis.
Initially the pellets are soft, they are bound with bentonite, and then they have to be sintered. And they go on a stainless steel belt through a very heat-intensive process, and you ended up with a sintered pellet, very much like a hard marble. And you've replicated lumpy, and that you can put into the furnaces.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged onto miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.